This is Forged in Gensokyo. I'm playing the web version, which means I'm going to have to crop this out, and this little thing's going to be right here the whole time, because apparently the online version is the updated version. So a mysterious virus is spreading through the human village, and outside the fairies are going wild. Kurakani Yosuki, a human villager, have the power to create weaponry. Can you use your weapons to figure out the cause of this incident? I don't know. Yeah, I got the volume at like 65. That seemed to be quiet enough because normally I have to put down with these games. I have to put it down to like 15 to be able to hear myself. But with this, you go down to like 50 and the music kind of just disappears. So very weird scaling with this volume. Credits. That's credits. Music room. Some of these games have those. I don't think I ever read these. Start. What am I doing? Okay. Right. Is this Vampire Survivors? I've never played Vampire Survivors. What does this sword do? Don't know. Okay. Homing Talisman, the classical approach to throne style. Okay. This is Vampire Survivors, isn't it? Is how these games go, right? I just kind of idly kill things, and then I get more weapons to idly kill things? No. A rocket launcher. Whatever the target was, it's getting vaporized. Overkill the fairies. Shoot a rocket towards the random enemies. Damage all its blast radius. Okay. I seem to be dying a lot. This is my health bar down there because I didn't realize what was happening, and I might die soon. It's not good. There also seems to be a way I can go into full screen on the bottom right over there. Can't really click that right now. Need to focus on not dying to all these fairies. A rifle. Looks like it came out of a war. Also, that's not Danmaku. It's a bullet that can pierce through many enemies. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Mini fairy. That's a big fairy. Definitely a big fairy. Alright, so this is kind of tense right now because I have fairly little HP and the game appears to not want to give me any more. Because I screwed up at the very beginning of the game. Because I couldn't tell what was happening. Reactive shell. Ask a weaponsmith to make you armor. This is what you get instead. Retaliates with a ring of bullets when you take damage. Aren't a very good armor in comparison to weaponsmithing. Increases defense. Well, I need defense because I'm going to die. Give me some more health. Be great. I love some more health right now. That fairy hit me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm really not looking so good right now. I'm not. Looking like I'm about to die here. Not good. Look at all these identical looking fairies. There's two different types of fairies. Do not store near electronics, fairies, or other devices. Increases the collection radius. Will not teleport you to your home. Duplicates projectiles as a weapon. Sounds pretty good, but not that useful in practice. Magic missile. Shoot the direction movement. Knocks back enemies on hit. Not safe for indoor use. Shoots a projectile towards the cursed position. Bounces off screen. Okay, well I need to push things away from me. Come on. Get away from me, fairies. The fairies are going wild, as if that's not how they normally are. Isn't that the explanation for why you have to shoot so many fucking fairies in Toho games? Yeah, that was guaranteed to happen. Alright, so run away and don't lose 90% of my health at the very beginning of the game. Okay? That seems to be a good strategy here. Although, kind of hard when the fairies just kind of spawn camp me like that. It's just going that way and there's a fairy in front of me. What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. I'm surprised this game has such a large soundtrack, apparently, because from what I can tell, this seems to be the whole game. Is something different gonna happen? I don't know. Going around. We got, like, blade wings. It's really stupid. But not exactly completely out of style with this series. What you're doing with these, it'd be better called a fairy trap. There's a bear trap on your position periodically. Heal when attacking with any weapon that contains steel. Well, that would be great if I had anything that contains steel, which hopefully my sword does. Does my sword contain steel? Am I gonna get HP back for this? Yeah, not a very useful thing to get this early into the game, but like I got it because it might never show up again. Oh, right, my mouse. My mouse has been the direction I'm supposed to be pointing, and that attacks things the entire time. Okay, didn't realize that. Can you not spawn on top of me? You jackass. A crimson infusion, a vial containing some sort of red liquid. Those A&T increases your max HP. Well, is it? I don't have him. Is it gonna heal me to said max HP? Gain health regen every second. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I like how when I played the first time, I was fucking dying Squirtle, and the game wouldn't give me any health regen items. But now I'm doing relatively fine, and I need something to kill things with, and now the game's only giving me health. Bonus DXP orange from power. Just get me a fucking rocket launcher. There's so many things coming at me right now. Yeah, there's an explanation why you have to kill so many Yep. Kill so many fairies is because when an incident starts, they get really excited or something, so they start going around shooting bullets at people. You have those sword wings on your back, and extra power gains a sword that normals a player, and it's very silly execution. But Toho is a very silly series. Which is why I find when it sometimes tries to not be serious, tries to be somewhat serious, has a varying degree of success doing that. Look at my sword! It is swinging around. Okay. So about 2.5 minutes here, and we're still going. I don't know if this ends. I keep going until I die. I really need to kill these things faster. The game's not really giving me all that great. And I'm regaining health though, so that's good. So I already have a rocket launcher. What's gonna happen when I pick another rocket launcher, huh? I don't know. Yeah, it still says level 1. I don't have armor yet, so I guess give me that. That, you just did a fuck ton of HP, random fairy. Oh, I'm about to die now. Oh no. Run away. Run away, run away, run away. You keep spawning fairies directly on top of me. There's not really much I can do about that. Speed? Yeah, increase my movement speed so I stop getting spawn camped by shit. Alright, doing a lot better now. Stop spawning on top of me. I seem to regain my HP now, so we're still good. We're still good. That's good. Being good is good. Heal yourself to max health. Well, I don't need to do that right now do I? Alright, what do 2 rocket launches do? Are you gonna shoot rockets at twice the speed now? Is something gonna happen at 5 minutes? That seems like a decent time for something to happen. A mysterious virus. Fairy virus. I assume the immune system of fairy is very different. Alright, it looks like I'm about to die, so yeah, let's use that. It's like I was like about to die there. Because I got like consumed by the horde. The biology of a fairy would probably be that much different from that of a human. No. Should ask Tinkerbell. You know, when I think of Tinkerbell, I just think about Tinkerbell and, like, Peter Pan. Tinkerbell had, like, She was in like any other movies? I think she had like there was like a Disney fairy TV show or something, right? She was in that. I don't know. I don't know what is Tinkerbell like as a character, because she doesn't talk in Peter Pan from what I remember. You're now more like a leech. I guess make my orbital swords better. The fairy ones. How scary. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. I'm still just kinda here. The game's starting to lag, but from the amount of enemies on the screen, that's a suicide bomb fairy. Yeah, that's a topic I've discussed on before. The game did it. Yeah, fairies would make perfect suicide bombs. Is that one right back? Yeah, the game. Trucking along here. 10 frames per second. Yep. Another sword, I guess. Sword better. Gonna keep on going. Yeah, I need to go faster now. They're catching up to me. Oh, something happened. Halt, state your name, a purpose. This area is under my patrol. Mian. 1000 degree knife. 1000 degree knife. Is this Yomo? Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Oh, Yomo was the one talking. Name's Kuragane Hozuki. Just passing through, you know. See, there's been some strange activity near the village, and I'm trying to figure out what's causing this. Are you two really having this conversation? Just ignoring the 1000 fairies that are directly behind me? We're just not gonna mention that? Strange activity, you say? You mean like the fairies going wild and that illness spreading among humans? The mysterious virus is spreading through the— oh, I read that wrong. The virus isn't spreading. The fairies are just acting like they normally act. Okay. Yes, exactly. I was thinking someone from the netherworld would know. I'm not accusing you, of course, and just looking around. Why would you assume that? So you're a villager, right? You came all this way here alone, all those weapons on you, and no real explanation? Real suspicious. My right foot's falling asleep. What the— no, why would I poison my own village? I would never poison the water supply, because then everyone would be dead, and I would go whoops. So you're not the cause, huh? I see. If that's really the case, then show me your strength to see if you're really strong enough to handle it. Is this really that necessary? I don't want to fight you. Then don't haunt back. In guard. You're really gonna do this while I'm dealing with all these fucking fairies? How am I supposed to be Yomo in this situation? She's nowhere close to the closest fairy to me. She's way back there. I don't know where she went. What am I supposed to do? Yomo! Okay, this is it. The game is like— oh, no, never mind. Where am I? Okay. I thought it was cornered. I need to kill Yomo, and Yomo's not dying. The game's also not giving me very many weapons to kill things in the distance. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so realistically, I don't think I'm killing Yomo. So I'm just gonna keep playing until I die. Where did Yomo even go? Yomo! There she is. Yeah, just keep throwing rocket launchers at him. I don't know, I'm stuck. Where am I? What's going on? Yeah. Uh-huh. Cool. I'm going upwards, and I can't find myself. I've disappeared? What's going on? Yeah, I've... Hello? Why am I rapidly gaining EXP? What is happening? Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool. Wait, is that me? Is that me? Why am I... Why... Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait, is that me? I finally escaped. I escaped. I'm back onto the screen. It's a miracle. Where did Yomo go? Please stop being slower than the berries. Come here. Whoa. Piss me off here. Man, it would be great if Yomo had like an HP bar or something so I could tell if I was doing literally anything right now. And they explode. Gotta love that stock blowing up sound effect, don't you? Why aren't you fully dead yet, Yomo? Level 5 rocket launcher, is that enough to finally blow up Yomo? Maybe? Starting to okay. Come on. My god, Yomo. Alright, I'm stuck again. Okay, back down here again. Wow, this is going on so much longer than I thought it would. And that's aided by the fact that Yomo won't fucking die. I'm right next to her. Not dying. She's not dying. Why is she not dying? And die. Come on. Yo. I'm like right next to her at this point. Finally. Ah, you weren't lying after all. That wasn't just a fluke. Yeah, see, I don't start fights. I want to end them. Well, you're rough around the edges, but there's resolve in your strikes. I can respect that. I guess I'll just take that as a compliment. So can I keep going? I won't stop you, but whatever's causing this isn't something ordinary. Even spirits are uneasy. Yeah, no kidding. Fairies acting rowdier than the usual. Villagers coughing up sparkles. It's quite the mess. They're coughing up sparkles? Good luck, Karage, Hozuki. If we meet again, I hope it's not with swords drawn. Will definitely be swords, though. Yomo always carries swords wherever she goes. How is this still going? Okay, so this is more characters. Explains why there's so much music, because apparently there's multiple levels. Wasn't expecting this game to be this long. Gotta be honest. It's like a 5-minute in and out adventure, but almost 20 minutes. Just gonna. Yeah, we can skip the level part, right? We can just have. I'm kind of, I think, way higher level than I'm supposed to be right now, because I don't think it's supposed to take me that long to kill Yomo. So we can just kind of skip this part, you know. I can have the boss show up now. Yep. Killing fairies, that's what I'm doing. I am killing fairies. I don't know what the max level is. Look at all those fairies. I'm sure I've said that many times. The blue fairies wearing like some little thing tied on their head. It's not traditional fairy garb, don't you know? You need to wear oversized bows all the time. It's part of a fairy uniform. That's why so many fairies look the exact same. It's because they all get their clothes from the same place. John clones maker makes all the clones. I remember in Lost Word, they made it to where for some reason Renosuke made everyone's clothes. I don't know why they made him do that, but they did apparently. He's still not a playable unit in that game, is he? Refuse to make it a playable unit. Oh, Aki or Kozuki, they can learn how to fly. No skate. Oh, not that guy. He's too busy destroying people's sun cameras. Oh, what am I waiting for here? Am I waiting to kill a certain number of fairies? Am I waiting for a certain time threshold? What am I waiting for the next character to show up, huh? This is definitely not a vampire survivor. I'm currently not surviving any vampires. I'm surviving fairies. How many fairies are in Gensokyo anyway? I know there's not that many, since they never die. My guess is that like a certain number of fairies pop up in a location where they wouldn't cause problems for the local population because none of them would die. Rejuvenate the life cycle. So all fairies showed up in Gensokyo at the exact same time, and no more have showed up since then. That's the fairy theory. I froze the frog. It was difficult to conjure the ice, but unfortunately, something went so wrong, and now I have been eaten by this giant frog. That was a gag. That was a gag, right? I'm gonna be eaten by a giant frog. Would that be the gag? What up a Keifu with the 3 fairies? Get eaten by a giant frog. Going here. What am I waiting for? No. Kusanagi, the sharpest solution to any problem. Things that cannot be cut by your sword forged by you are close to many. Large sword sweep that damages all enemies in its path. Okay. Alright. We getting somewhere in the game? Nope. Giving me random things again. Don't really feel like I'm making progress with the same upgrades over and over again. Did that do anything? Okay, so for some reason, the max you can get of something in one single tile in the corner over here is 6. So now that I have like 9, there's 3 over here. Or is there 1 over here? What did I just do? No, there's 4. Okay, no. Now it says X. What? Why does it say X? What's happening? Armor? There's another boss, right? I'm not just stuck doing this for eternity. Larva? Alright, so the max is 6 here. What happens when I get 6 of everything? Am I gonna reach 6 of every single upgrade before the game progresses? Is there a bug? Boss just isn't showing up or something. I'm not killing like the fairies. I'm not killing the fairies faster than they can spawn. I'm starting to feel bad. Hello? I'm reaching the end of the survivor part here. You're not supposed to reach the end of Vampire Survivors, right? Is it supposed to go on forever? I don't know. There we go, finally. For some reason, 15 minutes is the magic number. Or maybe it was actually supposed to be like 10 and didn't expect me to beat that Yomu for that long. Or maybe there's just... I don't know. Yo! You're that girl that's been stirring up all the noise lately, eh? You know, storming through the woods, clouding fairs, throwing all the strange weapons all over, gotta say, you're making quite the impression. Yep, I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's western with the human village. The fairs are acting up and people are getting real sick. Alright, that sounds exactly like an incident. You sure up to test for all this like your guts, but I've seen a lot of incidents. Sometimes you can blast away the truth. Are you challenging me? Yep, oh, and I might take a closer look at some of those weapons after we pass for my own research, of course. Could use them, write about them in a book, and then never use any of them for anything. So I've been using the same weapons for 20 years, despite apparently having multiple books about other people's attacks. You're just gonna steal from me? Why, of course so. Now we're waiting for it. Let's go. Marissa, where are you? Why am I dying so quickly? I have like a million leech lives. Alright, Marissers. You will die eventually. I am going out of upgrades. I'm about to reach the max level, I guess. The game's not giving me anything else. Come on. You can die anytime you want to. Alright. Pack a mean punch or sword or whatever strange weapon you get. You really just wanted to fight for fun, huh? Well, yeah, but you're serious about the village thing. Guess I got caught up in it. You wanted to take some of my weapons, right? Let's turn this around on you. Let me have a look at that little furnace on you. Hey, that's my stick, you know. Any sting power to flash it up, I know best. I just want to see how it works, so I'll give it back to you when I'm done with it. Fine, well, you earned it all. Besides, I'm quite curious what you do with it. Anyway, good luck on your journey, Kuragane. Whatever's behind the mess, I'm probably gonna get much more strange. Are you really gonna make me wait another 5 minutes again? Why is it dark? Alright, am I gonna have to wait for 20 minutes? I'm gonna have to wait until like the 20-minute mark, aren't I? I'm just gonna... probably gonna see max level at this point. Now I'm killing the fairies so fast that I can not even really get much experience from them anymore. They don't have time to spawn. Is there some other sort of like combo thing you get? You kill fairies a lot at a time, you get more EXP or something? Walking and rolling. Down to the beach, I'm strolling. But the fairies peck at my head, not fun. I say fairies, stop it now. One day, when you are older, Tenchi will hit you with a boulder. And as you're lying there, saying, come help me, please, the fairies. Kick your knees. Stop it now. You are a psycho wiener. So says you. And my response to that is, let me grab my beaker. Hey now. Quit that banging. What is that stank? I put a fish in our basket. Forgot I did that. You owe me an apology. Just hold your breath and see. When the time is right, fairies will bite your face. Why am I... okay, so I haven't gotten... I'm still getting upgrades for this, because I only have 5 of the leeching, and 4 of the Dango. Execute level 66. We've got... they put chips in the fairies' brains. Go indoors. You Perry gives the orders, the Perry, they will go death mode and kill everyone. Must perform brain surgery on the Perrys. Chip inside the brain. If I take the chip out of the fairy brain, and then the fairy dies, they revive, do they have the chip back in their brain? That's something I was thinking about earlier, which I guess I can talk about now because I have nothing else to talk about. You know, in like some fictional series, you'll have like characters that have like superhuman abilities due to something that's supposedly supposed to be like supernatural. But then you have it where, like, when those characters have offspring, they also have that ability, because apparently this, like, supernatural thing can also be passed down genetically or something. My main thought process behind this is Star Wars, where, you know, it's like, oh, the Force chooses who to be Force sensitive and random, but also when Anakin had kids, both of his children were Force sensitive, and that seems to, what I can tell in most Star Wars media, it seems to be if you were the child of a Force sensitive, you are Force sensitive. Because metachlorians is some shit, and it's like, when you really think about that for 5 seconds, it's like, realistically, if that's how the way it works, so just choose you at random, but also any of your automatically be Force sensitive, but like, you just want to have to be more Force sensitive to have like a lot of children, because then it'll always have to be Force sensitive. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a plot point in some Star Wars media where it's like, oh, they tried to clone Jedi Force-sensitive clones, and it just doesn't work. It's like, okay, why does cloning a Force-sensitive work, but them having a child makes them Force-sensitive like, automatically? It's weird. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't remember much about Harry Potter. I watched these movies when I was, like, in middle school. But you have the thing where it's like, you can have not magical parents, and then you can just become magical for a fluke or something, but then if you are magical and you have kids, they automatically become magical. Okay. It's been 20 minutes. When's the thing gonna happen? It allows me to continue the game. For over 30 minutes, blowing up fairies. That becomes the ultimate murder of death. That's me. Swing my sword. As I am the Lord of the Swords. That's me. Reached over level 70 here. Did not expect this to take this long. Really didn't. Have time to record a 4th thing today? I don't know. This goes on for too much longer than probably not. Wait, I finally got up to. Have you been following me the entire time? Why, yes, I mean, come on, mysterious weapon created human from the village, slicing erratic fairies and causing a ruckus wherever she goes. That's front page material. And no, I'm not trying to cause a ruckus, I'm trying to stop it. And details, but our readers need answers. What's your connection to the incident? Do your weapons happen to spread the illness? Is the sickness a metaphor for society? No, none of those things. I'm trying to fix things before more people get hurt. But what is this? Sounds like a cover-up, because we'll have to test your sincerity with a duel, of course. You're fighting me just for a newspaper story? Not just any story, a real Shemaru exclusive. Now smile for the camera. One thing I was thinking about doing, maybe today or tomorrow or something, is to make, you know, those like Kubu tier lists, like, pretty sure that's a pre-made template you just look up and like you have a cool character on it, you can put them on a tier list. I think I'm doing that. And making it entirely based on hats. I don't know why. It just seemed like the goofy thing to do. Before I do that, I should probably finish up the cover-up. Finished all the notes for Guardian, last Delta Rune cover I'm doing yesterday. I still not reached 6 leeching steals. Where'd you go, Aya? probably finish that up. Once I'm done with that, I'll be done with the Delta Route covers. 2 months working on Delta Route covers. And then I'll be done. And I'll probably go at a much slower pace of making covers. Oh yeah, you're definitely not faking that determination. Your weapons are too flashy for a fraud. What made you think I was the culprit in the first place? Why, you certainly earned yourself a bold headline. The lone weaponsmith battles blight. Is she the key to the cure? So, you're still gonna publish this? Of course, but don't worry, it'll sound very cool after all this, probably. Well, I guess it's not that bad if you'll truly make me sound cool. Indeed, when this is over, I'm keeping my lens on you. Your name, wherever the story goes, I'll be there. It's getting darker. How much game is there? It's been 35 minutes. Did that leeching steel go up? I feel like I already had 5. Right, we're gonna reach a point where all leveling up is gonna do is make it back-to-back victory. That's what's about to happen when I get done. So, about that weather. It's pretty clear. It's not raining, I think. Pretty bright last time I looked outside, like before I started recording. I'm pretty sure it's a clear sky today. It's, you know, hot, so I still got that air conditioner on. Yep. Sorry. I've come too far to lose it all. In the end, it will matter. Start stealing other jokes from other people. Now we're going to have Lincoln Park explain the plot of the movie The Thing. Here he goes. It starts with one thing. That's the joke. One thing. Don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard I try. Something something. Design this rhyme. But in the end, it's just got no gains. Yeah, it's not picking up bleaching steel. It's been at 5 for quite a while now. I'm pretty sure it's bugged. So level up speed, literally nothing. Just waiting for the game to continue. Waiting in the forces of love. I used to ride across the desert. I used to glide on my speeder. Hope that I don't find what I don't want to find. You know, even at this rate, even if I end up having time to record a 4th part, I've just kind of getting tired of that bit. So I'm probably done recording the day after this. Need to finish cover. Need to download the newest version of Yomu Cube game and play into the world, to play into the level I need to get to last time, but probably record that next. So I'm guessing there's no level cap. The level system just exists to go into infinity, so that you can keep healing yourself. Not gonna lie, I thought by like Marissa, that would've been like it. It's still going. Are we full 6 staging this? Full 6 stages? For every single stage I need to wait like 5 minutes for the boss to show up? So there I was. Get rid of my excess Hero X with golf pencil. guy Marty going up the stairs, trying to carry this big old sofa by himself. Like, hey, want some help with that? Marty just closes his eyes and he goes, no! You cut off both my arms and legs with a chainsaw. So I did. I think it's all indignant on me. And I'm like, hey man, I'm being sarcastic. Great. How was I supposed to know that? No, that reminds me of another amusing anecdote is when right. Alright, anyway, what I'm really trying to say here is I hate sauerkraut. That's what I'm really trying to say here. No, you ever find yourself down in the dumps, existential quandary, wondering what you're doing in this small part of this vast universe, as far as just take a tiny bit of solace in the fact that there exists a little place called Albuquerque. Albuquerque, 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 Albuquerque. Z-A-L-L-B-B-U. Turkey, Turkey. Driving on the freeway in the fast lane with the rabid Wolverine in my underwear when suddenly a guy behind me in the backseat popped right up and put his hands above my eyes. I said, is this Uncle Frank or Cousin Louie? Is it Bob or Walter? Could it be Bill or Ted? Aunt Bernie or Steve? I probably would have kept, I guess, it the time we ran into the truck. And as I'm lying bleeding narrowly, I spoke finally, I recognize. Finally! So you're the mastermind behind all this. The fairies are going haywire, and the sickness and the village. It's me, Medicine Melancholy, one of like 3 characters you think of when you think of sickness. Mastermind, huh? No, not at all. I gave these fairies and humans a little nudge. People get so upset with things, don't they? Seriously, they're sick, people are suffering. What do the villagers even do to you? Nothing, that's the problem. They see illness and they ignore it. They see fairies and they swat them away. I simply made it so they couldn't look away anymore. And you call that justice? No, I call it balance. Don't you think it's fair for humans to feel that poison they've left in the world? This garden was once beautiful until they trampled it. What? You're out of your mind. You're not helping anywhere. You're just spreading pain. Oh, but isn't this what medicine does? A little pain before you get better? Though in this case, I don't believe that they deserve to recover. If that's so, I see, then I'll be the antidote to your sickness. Ah, try not to wilt, little weed. Great medicine, how are you? Recognize the face of my something dealer. He took off his prosthetic clip and told me everything you know is wrong. Right is up is down, left is right, and short is long. And everything you thought was just so important doesn't matter. Everything you know is wrong. Just forget the words and sing along. All you need to understand is everything you know is wrong. It was your cue to die. There's Arn. Arn. Medical medicine seems to be the culprit here, so after this, should be done. Oh, the steel you crafted cuts deeper than I imagined. Perhaps my remedy was too potent. I didn't come here to fight for glory. I'm here to stop people from getting hurt. Hurt? No, awakened. Without melancholy, one cannot appreciate joy. But I now see strength. Now see your strength overweights my experiment. What the hell are you holding? This is a tree branch? A fork? You know, you don't have to spread misery to teach people appreciation. Well, perhaps you're right. Perhaps even a demon of medicine can learn compassion. Very well, I will lift the affliction. You are not a demon. You are a doll. Great, now go back to whatever corner of Gensokyo came from. Leave the healing to those who care. I shall, but remember, dear weaponsmith, sometimes the greatest wounds leave the deepest weapons. Leave the deep weapons. With a mouth. It's a W. The sun rises over the human village. The strange sickness has vanished, and the fairies are back to their usual chaotic but harmless selves. Kurogane, a little bruised but otherwise fine, walks back into town. Also like a god of death because of how many levels she gained. And at the human village gate, Rainbow was waiting. So what's all the noise? So that's what all the noise was about. Poison, sickness, a whole fairy uprising. You've been busy. Well, it took you long enough to notice. Thought incidents were your sort of thing. It simply wasn't big enough to bother me. Rainbow, anything that happens to the human village is like some of the most important things that can happen. It definitely should have bothered you. Well, it would have saved me a lot of pain if you had went there yourself. Yeah, sure, but then you wouldn't have had your big moment, right? The village can't stop talking about you, that blacksmith girl with all the weird weapons. You're pretty famous now. Yeah, that's pretty nice, although I didn't do it for that. Just didn't feel right sitting around while everyone got sick. Sounds like a little shrine made Denny there. What? Don't go saying stuff like that. Relax, you've got your own thing. Gensokyo could use more of what you're doing. Perhaps I could make you an apprentice shrine maiden. Would be nice to have a little help around here. Oh, really? Now I consider that. Alright, now go get some rest, or build more weapons, whatever helps you relax. You certainly earned a break. Though Karagani never asked for fame, she was now pretty well known for resolving an incident. One thing's for sure, when the next incident comes, she'll be ready. Ending 1 of 1! Wow, that's all. The one ending is 1 of 1, 1, 1. That means all of them. Congratulations, beat the game. Well, that took way longer than I thought it would. Well, you know, there you go. I showed the whole game. And I'm done recording for today. So, yep. That's all for now. Bye.